Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm gonna start doing a new series for my channel called A Week in Review. It'll just go over what I did the past week in trading and with my prop account and stuff like that. So let's get into it. The first thing is join our Discord. I'll post a link in the description below. I do a lot of giveaways in the Discord every week, so please come on in and let's get started. So in this review for this week, I want to talk about some market movers and events recap, my profit and payouts, my accounts progress on my profit accounts, any lessons or mistakes I made, maybe highlighting a prop firm and the week ahead. So this past week, there was CPI and PPI, which were the biggest news market events that moved the markets in the early morning. And some headlines to move the markets were Trump threatened to fire Powell on Wednesday. The markets went a little wild on that day. There were some big swings. Tariff talk continued. Netflix was on Thursday. And in terms of price action for NQ anyways, it was a pretty slow week. But yeah. So I forgot to record on Monday and Tuesday or take screenshots. Sorry about that. I'll try to make sure to do that this week. But on Wednesday, I did well on all my Apex accounts. I made about $500 to $900 across all 20 of them. Getting pretty close to a withdrawal, hopefully this week or next week. So yeah, I did make a big mistake though. I had 5 150K take profit pro accounts. And if you guys know, these accounts are fucking amazing. Like you could withdraw daily on take profit pro accounts. I've withdrawn I think like 25,000 in like 2 weeks from 5 150Ks, so they're pretty epic. But I blew them. I blew them on the day that Trump was threatening to fire Powell. Oh man, I like it. The swings were so wild, bro. Like I was up like $3,000, and then like it just all of a sudden dropped, and I tilted, and then I kept trying to fight it back, but then yeah, I blew it. So that sucks, but it happens. I'm working on 5 more. So hopefully this coming week I'll have 5 more new ones. And yeah, on Thursday I did well on my PropShop accounts. You can see them here. I did hit drawdown, or not drawdown. I took a pretty big drawdown on like 8 accounts. So you can see here, I just stopped. I have to lose my accounts on Wednesday for my take profit ones. I was like, fuck this, dude. I don't want to risk it anymore. So I just stopped. I made a little bit of profit in these. I just called it a day on those accounts and I shut it down. And I did blow 4 more master accounts on Bonox, which sucked. But the good thing about Bonox is like I have so many evals passed and stacked up that like I just got 4 more when they refreshed that night. So I'm back to 4. Yeah. And Friday, I was trying to like trade my funding tick accounts. I was bored, so I was trying to force trades. I also try to force trades on these Bonox accounts. Out of boredom. It's not a good thing to do. I should have just, maybe flip the micro or something like that. But I decided to trade like minis for some reason, like a retard. So yeah, I blew these 6 too. I got 6 more. But yeah, the good thing about right now is a lot of these companies are running pretty fat deals. Like Funding Ticks has 35% off. You use my code KAGE. Bonox had 91% off. So yeah, and on Friday I got a pretty decent payout from PropShop. I got 24,000 actually. I got 22,500 from PropShop. They pay every Friday. You get 20 accounts, and it's been pretty good so far for me. I like them a lot. I think they have a lot of potential to be a really good prop firm. And Apex, of course, Apex is the best prop firm, in my opinion. I'm working on building my buffers. You can see here I have 20 accounts. I'm turning on wall charts. I'm really liking wall charts. It's a really nice platform. It's web based. It's like Project X, but I think a little better in my opinion. And yeah, it's been going pretty well. I am getting close to withdrawal territory on all of these, and I'm working on these. So yeah, and a prop firm shout out I want to give to for this week is Fidias. Or Fidias, I'm not sure how to pronounce it correctly, but I really like this firm, Fidias. They're a French firm. You can have 15 funding accounts there. You can have 5 fundamental, 5 swing, and 5 statics. They have a huge update. there's no more payout windows. There used to be 20th to 25th every month, but now it's, I guess you can request whenever you want, which is great. I did get paid last month, $11,200, and that's after the split with them. So that's good. They pay fast. I think from request to my Rise account was like 10 minutes. Or sorry, 10 hours, not 10 minutes. That'd be pretty insane. But yeah, it took 10 hours to get my request in and get approved and get my payment in Rise. So they're legit. I like them a lot. And yeah. So what I'm working on for this past week and the next week coming forward is to keep around my Apex PAs. I've got 3 Alpha Future Advanced evals I'm working on. I have 9 top 1 futures, SimPro S straight to fundeds. So top 1 futures, I was a little skeptical about them, because they kept changing the rules retroactively, and they got hit with a lot of bad, drama on Twitter and stuff like that. But I think that, I've seen them in the past month. There's no new changes, or no retroactive changes to people's accounts. People are getting paid. So I said, hey, fuck it, why not? They had a nice deal. I got 9 accounts. So I'm going to give them a try, a second chance. I think everyone deserves a second chance, so we'll see how that goes. And then I'm rebuilding my Fidias PAs. Right now I have 5. I'm trying to get back to 10. So I think by this Tuesday I'll have back to 10. So that'll be good. I'm also working on my Funded X and Funding Tick evals. I have 1 live right now at Fund and Futures Network and 4 exhibition accounts. So that's great. I really like this firm too. This is like Take Profit Trader. You can withdraw every day. So yeah, and I'm rebuilding my Take Profit accounts. My personal updates for what's coming up next is I have a lot of accounts, evals that are close to being passed right now, like Alpha Futures, Fidias, and Take Profit Trader. I'm getting towards payout territory on a lot of my funding accounts. I have a lot of funding accounts. I trade with like literally every prop firm. If you come into my Discord, I have like a category of every prop firm that I trade with and all the promos and information about them. I actually trade with all of them. Like I legitimately trade every single prop firm that I'm at. So yeah, if you want to learn more about my journey with prop firm payouts, stuff like that, come join Discord. I'm thinking about trading ES again. I'm not sure. ES is kind of slow, but NQ's been slow too. I mean, they're pretty correlated, to be honest. But yeah, I want to get into gold and oil, so GC and CL, since NQ has been really slow lately in the summer months. So I need to learn more about them and the news and fundamentals that moves them, how to really backtest these instruments. So I don't know. There's people in my community that kill it in gold. Like this guy in my community called JM Speedy, he's been slaying it, dude. He's been up like 500,000 just this past year. He's closing in on $1 million in payouts, and he trades only gold. And I think he does NQ sometimes, but I think his bread and butter is gold. So I'm trying to get into gold too. And yeah, so I'm trying to make a weekly series of this. And it's just a quick video of my updates. So yeah, and key takeaways this week and mistakes. Base hits worked. Being patient worked. What doesn't work, as always, is forcing trades and trying to fight back losses. Like you can see here, my bonus accounts. I literally forced these trades. Like I was bored. So I literally was just chilling there. I should have just kept watching Netflix or something like that. But I was just bored, and I was like, dude, I want to make some money. And then I ended up blowing all 4 of them. So that sucked. And what worked here was I kept my accounts at PropStream alive. Even though I had a pretty big drawdown on these, it's okay because I have more drawdown to work with. I can come back to next day and trade some more. So always want to trade for another day. I think that's really important because if you blow your accounts over and over again, you gotta keep passing evals. You spend more money, you spend more time. So it's just it's a headache. So yeah, let me see here. So yeah, I'm gonna try to not chase losses this week and end up blowing them up again, like my take profit accounts. I don't trade out of boredom. Don't try to force trades like I did on Bullnox accounts. A quote I like to really remind myself of is to protect the downside. which is so important because like if you just have risk management, you keep your accounts alive, you will continue to make money because your accounts are still going to be there. So yeah. So this week, not much going on this week. This coming up week in terms of news. Powell talks on Tuesday, and unemployment and flash PMI on Thursday. So I think what people are really going to be watching for is earnings. This week has Tesla and Google on Wednesday after the close. So that'll be exciting. Maybe some full report worthy moments. And yep. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Share your week in the comments. Share your wins and your losses. I'll try to do another one this coming week. I'll try to make it a little more structured and a little more like detailed. This is my first one, so just wanted to see how this goes. But yeah, so come join our Discord. Connect with me. I'm on Twitter X. I'm in Discord all the time. I have a website that shows my profit rankings and all the deals and stuff like that. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We use code KAGE or Cage for the best discounts. These are all on my firm I trade with right now. And so always check my Discord for the latest updates. I think 91% off is over now. I think the Fund Fusion Network has also a buy one get one free promo. So yeah, so just join the Discord, come into our community, and follow along my journey as I keep trading these prop accounts. I really like prop firms because like you can learn a lot about your trading. You can like the risk is just so much less as if you train your own accounts. I know you trade your own accounts, you have no rules, you can withdraw every day, all that stuff, but still, like, if you lose $5,000 in your own account, that's a real $5,000 versus losing like $5,000 in a take profit account. I spent like $216 to get it with the current discount, and that's what I lost. I lost time, but I just lost a couple $100 versus losing $5,000 of my real money if I continue chasing the losses in that mindset in my live accounts. So yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.